YouTube? This is Coily Head Chick, and I am back to announce the winner of my Curl Junkie giveaway. And I got a special guest. This is my baby. Say hi, Shane.
Hi.
He is actually going to announce the winner for us. I use random.org to pull the winner. So the winner is, who's the winner?
Tasha is loving it.
Congratulations, Tasha is loving it. And if you forgot what your prize was, we're gonna tell you, go get the prize box right there. He has just been wanting to get on YouTube, so this is his day since it's Mother's Day. By the way, to all my subscribers that are mothers, happy Mother's Day. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next giveaway that'll be coming up in the near future. Again, happy Mother's Day. You want to tell them happy Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day.
Can you get in there and say it again?
Happy Mother's Day.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Shane Andrew Coates was born on September 28, 2001, in Dayton, Ohio. He is the son of Sean and Janine Coates. The youngest of four, Shane has two brothers and a sister. He's also an uncle and has two nieces. Shane's father lettered for the Cincinnati Bearcats in 1989, playing for current Harvard coach Tim Murphy. Shane's mother started the popular YouTube channel Coily Head Chick over a decade ago that was geared toward the natural hair movement. Shane's mother's youthful appearance is most likely genetic, as Shane's grandmother, shown here with his mother, was in her 70s at the time this picture was taken. Shane has been playing football since the age of 5. Shane Coates attended Chaminade Julian High School, where he was a member of the National Honor Society and was in the class of 2019. His accomplishments on the football field at his high school were as follows. Shane was a 4-year letterman for Coach Marcus Colvin and named Ohio Southwest Division III Player of the Year, as well as the Greater Catholic League Player of the Year, helping lead his school to the Ohio Division III playoffs. Also named to the Ohio All-State Division III First Team and the All-Greater Catholic League and Third Team All-State as a junior. Shane also helped his team win the Greater Catholic League and Regionals in his sophomore season. Shane's offer sheet coming out of high school included Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Cornell, Army, Air Force, Navy, Akron, and Kent State. But Shane was concentrating on Power 5 schools. But there was only one potential offer, which came from a Big Ten school. However, after a coaching change, that offer was extended to a different player. And that's when Shane decided if he was going to play football at a smaller school, he might as well get a great education. After visiting Dartmouth with his family and meeting the team and coaches, he realized that Dartmouth was the favorite of all the schools he talked to, and he signed his national letter of intent on April 2nd, 2019. When Shane Coates arrived on Dartmouth's campus, he was eager to make an impact. Of course in the classroom, but also on the football field. As far back as August, Dartmouth was marketing a big all-Ivy League game versus Princeton that would be played at Yankee Stadium and broadcast on ESPNU. Certainly, Shane wanted to help his team pull out a win. And throughout the season, Shane worked hard for his chance to make the bus and play. He watched film every day, not only after practice, but after class. But he wasn't able to play at Yankee Stadium.
150 years ago this week, college football was born on a small field in New Brunswick, New Jersey, now home to Rutgers College Avenue Gym. Soon, America's sporting cathedrals could barely contain the new national dream. In 1923, Syracuse and Pittsburgh brought the gridiron game to the house that Ruth built. In 1928, Newt Rockne and the Irish won one for the Gipper, and legends followed through the years. A new cathedral awaits, mere footsteps from the old hallowed grounds, to celebrate 15 decades of college football. Listen closely. You can still hear the ghosts. Historic Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Princeton and Dartmouth, both undefeated, both in search of an Ivy League championship. 150 years in college football continues to find new and surprising ways to knock us out of our seats. Last play of the game at Harvard last week, down 6-3. Derek Kyler escapes, up for grabs off a couple of Harvard defenders to Masaki Arts. The Hail Mary, a winner for Dartmouth to keep the Big Green unbeaten as we move into this massive Ivy League game. It is the 150th anniversary of the first college football game this week. Princeton played in it. They've been pretty darn good over the next 150. They're tied with Dartmouth atop the Ivy League and unbeaten. 150 years of college football. So many wonderful memories. We'll make some more today. Kevin Brown, Heisman Trophy winner Andre Ware, former Yale defensive back Jack Ford, our Ivy League expert for the game. And what a game it is. We have so much of the history of college football and of college football at Yankee Stadium to get into. But in the here and now, Andre, this is a massive game for these two teams.
Yeah, both teams have a lot of similarities. The obvious, they're both 7-0. Both coaches have attended and were student athletes at the two universities. They both get after you on both sides of the ball in terms of a balanced offensive attack, a balance on defense. And they both hold teams to under 13 points a game. All that means we're going to have one heck of a football game today.
The only other unbeaten team in the FCS is North Dakota State. Jack, these teams cannot go to the FCS playoffs, so this is essentially their Super Bowl.
They're on the way to the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain for them is the Ivy League Championship. The Ivy League champion doesn't get a chance to play in the national championships. The presidents have said, no, we don't want our guys doing it. They play 10 games, so coming into the season, they say, if we want to be champs of anything, it's the Ivy League. And this game is going to be the big step forward, as we mentioned. Two undefeated teams, nationally ranked, number 9 Princeton, number 13 Dartmouth here. They've been after each other for a lot of years, more than a century, and as you said, they're going to be after each other today.
No doubt.
There is a championship pedigree with these two coaches. They both won Ivy League championships as players and coaches at their respective schools. The only two people who can say that, Bob Sorace, who was the center for Jason Garrett at Princeton, and Buddy Stevens in his second stint at Dartmouth, an Ivy League champion as a quarterback and as a head coach.
I had a chance to ask him that very thing this week, and he said it's a little more gratifying as a coach because you affect more people. You know, he did enjoy the time that he won the Ivy League as a player, but having done it as a coach in a couple of years really means a lot to him.
It's interesting. He said as a player, and you might appreciate this, Andre, you don't really appreciate the significance until you're farther away from it. And he said as a consequence, as a coach now, it's something you can embrace a little bit more.
Indeed.
Dartmouth won the toss, chose to defer. They kick off from the 40 in the Ivy League, but this is a short one fielded by Trey Gray, and Gray cannot break it outside. He is taken down across the 20-yard line. So the Princeton Tigers will start with the ball. They have had the Ivy League Player of the Year in 3 consecutive years. 2 quarterbacks, John Lovett in 2016 and 18, Chad Knopf in 2017. Kevin Davidson might well be the 4th in a row, having a phenomenal year in 2019. And Andre, we saw him live and walk through yesterday. He throws a great ball.
Yeah, he is a big, strong, mobile, just mobile enough, but he is strong and accurate with the football. You watch him on film, and you just rave about his arm strength.
Princeton goes 5 wide to start, and Davidson goes down. A first-place sack for the Big Green defense. Ross Andrasic with his 2nd of the year.
Yeah, he just keeps getting better each and every week, and he just doesn't give up on the play. Keeps working to get to Davidson, and what a start, Jack, for Dartmouth defensively.
You watch this defense, Andre, they can run. Every position, they bring speed to the game, so don't be surprised to see this pressure coming as a regular part of the Dartmouth defense.
The #1 scoring defense in the nation just picked up only its 9th sack. On 2nd and long, Davidson under pressure again, hit as he throws, and the pass falls incomplete to the turf. The pressure came from Nico Lelos.
Very athletic, and he has all the tools to be an outstanding pass rusher. He's long at 6'5", about 270 pounds. Preferred walk-on offers from Notre Dame and Ohio State. The guy's got a lot of talent.
Tigers have Colin Eady in the backfield with Davidson. 4 receivers on a 3rd down and forever. And Davidson will try to throw for that forever. Incomplete. Andre Yosevas, the intended target, and Princeton goes 3 and out.
And even on that 3rd down situation, Kevin, he didn't have, a clean pocket. He was getting pressure. And one thing as a quarterback, you don't want the pressure right in your face because you can't step into throws. And Dartmouth did an excellent job pushing the pocket, making Davidson uncomfortable. We're going to get some pretty good field position here with this punt.
What you've seen there also is they get their pressure with just their down linemen. They'll rush 3, maybe 4, and it allows them to drop everybody else into coverage, which is important against Davidson.
Shane Coates was quoted by Dartmouth Sports.com as saying, "I came in as I always have, wherever I played, expecting to play, wanting to play from the jump. That was my goal. That was my plan, all preseason. And that didn't come to fruition. Throughout the season, I was working hard for a chance to play and make the bus. I was watching film every day after practice and after class, and I still wasn't playing. I was just angry because I felt like I was ready and could help the team." Shane's position coach, Brooks, told DartmouthSports.com it was all part of his plan. Brooks is quoted as saying, "We had guys like Jackson Perry, Nico Lelos, and David Chalmers. Those guys were pretty good players. Shane thought he was better. He might have been athletically, but he wasn't ready. I purposely didn't travel him, and then at every home game, I'd play him the last 2 minutes. He didn't talk to me for a year because he thought he should be playing." Shane didn't make it a secret that he didn't enjoy his first fall at Dartmouth, nor his first fall in a big green uniform. For the 2019 season, Shane received the Scout Team Award on defense.
Story here on CBS Sports HQ. The Ivy League has postponed fall sports indefinitely. Our Matt Norlander and Dennis Dodd have confirmed the news. That means no football this fall, but there is a possibility it could be pushed to next spring. The earliest we'll see Ivy League athletics is January 1st. CBS College basketball insider John Rothstein reports that word on winter sports will come in mid-July. Welcome in, CBS Sports senior college football reporter Dennis Dodd. Ivy League going to cancel all fall sports. Dennis, what more can you tell us?
Well, it looks like they're going to play next year, sometime in the spring or winter, if you want to call it that. Conference games only, so they can keep it all in-house and not have to worry about playing other teams, perhaps, that will play in the fall. The pressures are less, as you know, Hakeem, in the Ivy League. They're non-scholarship. They don't participate in the FCS playoffs, so it's rather easy. Actually much more easier than what would happen with FBS or the Power 5 moving their games. So the question then becomes, is it a precursor to what the Power 5 and FBS might do? And I reached out to a Power 5 athletic director today via text, and he gave an interesting analogy. He said, just because a rooster crows at sunrise doesn't mean the rooster caused the sunrise. He said, quote, "It will have no effect on the power schools, on the FBS schools." He said, we may end up there, but it's not because of what the Ivy's doing today.
I'm curious in terms of other conferences, might they follow what the Ivy League is doing in postponing fall sports?
In FBS?
Yeah, let's say the American Athletic Conference. Let's say they follow. Let's say the Patriot follows. Could there be another conference outside of the Power 5 that follows suit with the Ivy League?
You know, right now I wouldn't be surprised at anything as long as you can keep it in-house with conference games only. That is possible, I suppose, if you're only playing 8 or 9 games. But, you know, there are TV considerations to think of here. I think one of the big considerations, if they go to the spring, Hakeem, is there's going to have to be a massive renegotiations of these rights. College football Saturdays are mapped out that way because the networks set the times, the dates, whatever. Going into the spring, they'd be going head-to-head on a lot of Saturdays with about 5 sports: college basketball, NBA, golf, NHL, what have you. And that's going to reduce the value of college football on television. So if anybody goes outside the loop to do that, that's going to be really interesting, and they'd have to play conference games only.
Shane Coates told DartmouthSports.com, "I think that COVID and then junior year really kind of helped me understand what makes this place so special. Just being away from football especially hurt a lot. Coming back to football and my friends' junior year, I just really fell in love with it. I enjoyed it. It's definitely grown on me a lot."
In the backfield, next to Jarvis. It's a direct snap to DeLucia. Nowhere to go. Shane Coates brings him down around the ankles. It'll be a turnover on downs.
The following is a clip from the NFL film series Earning It that streams on Peacock and features former Dartmouth defensive assistant coach Mickey Grace, who is now an analyst and assistant defensive line coach at the University of Connecticut.
Hey, turn it up, dog pound. Ooh! Marquise wasn't expecting that. When you coming down, you gotta be violent with that so then you can get up. Don't be nice. He is not your objective. He's in the way of your objective. Shane, you gotta try and get me while I'm reaching here.
Brings a lot of enthusiasm when coaching. If I have a question about like a move I want to do, like, I mean, she'll help me right there where it's in the office, on the field.
But you got, after the tempo, you gotta speed back up. Jalen, let me tell you something. If I tell you to tilt and your first step includes your hands, I will whoop your ass. Coach, if you get young boy like this, don't come back to the sideline. Just go home. Make sure you reach when you get in the backfield. Reach when you get in the backfield. Oh, yeah. Scare him. Scare him. It's a beautiful day to go into overtime. Everyone asks me, what's next? What's next? What's next? And I am like, a championship. And they're like, okay, but what about after that championship? Another one. All right, let's earn it. Let's earn it. It's to win. Let's earn it. Let's earn it. Let's earn it. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what's next.
Here we go. It's the game right here. The Bulldogs need a first down.
I just want to win football games. Play your game. Hey, you. Okay? Play your game. All right?
Get 4th and a yard on the 16-yard line in overtime. Big Green get a stop and they win. Out of the shotgun is O'Connor. Fakes the inside handoff. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete! Yeah! And the Big Green win it in overtime!
I like you, boy, man. That's it. What a day. Great job.
Dartmouth walked away with a win in overtime. And then, 8 weeks later, they won the Ivy League championship. A new season equals a clean slate, but awards from the previous season would be given out for players' individual accomplishments on and off the field. For the 2021 season, Shane Coates received All Ivy League Second Team, Phil Steele, All Ivy Fourth Team, Cosita, Academic All District, and the Charles Stubby Pearson Award. which is awarded to an underclassman on the football team whose character, leadership on campus, high academic standing, and performance on the playing field most resembles that of Charles Stubby Pearson, who was the captain of the 1941 football team, who died while serving in the U.S. Navy in World War II.
Thank everybody here. Also my family, mom, dad, thank y'all. Just thank everybody here for building this team. Just pulling all y'all. Coach Mickey, of course, Coach Brooks. It's a great time. Let's run it back.
I'm the feds today, Coach Mack. Just enjoying life, man, you know, with my guys today. Oh, is this? I've been hurt so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama says it's my fault, my heart on my sleeve. That's not Rod Wave, that's Eric Ocean.
Till I come back, I'm spitting on these racks.
Till I come back? Oh, he said you broke. Wait a minute.
Not down, I called down.
We'll figure out your down call. Maybe I called down. You ever think of that? You ever think of that?
Shane Coke's peas in the cold tub.
Tell them about how good I am at swimming. I'm like Michael Phelps in that pool.
Best swimmer I know right here.
Best swimmer on the team. Clark really 6 foot right now. Just the way the camera looking and stuff right now. He just look a little shorter, but he really tall for real.
Hey, can you swim?
Yeah.
Well, you want to go river after this?
Yeah, for sure. You know my freestyle, crazy. We got V-Ray Basement boys over here, tap into the brand.
Oh, you mic'd up?
Yeah, I'm the feds.
Hey, look though, you the feds? Back it up.
I can't plug you, twin. All love around here. All love.
Not with me. I'm a hater.
Come here, bro. Show love, bro.
Certified hating.
Show love, twin.
That's what I do.
Hey, man.
This is Tim Cook's consensus though for the summer. He's not gonna tell you that. I'm like, Zion, how you get the Apple job? He just gave it to me. Tim Cook called me. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. A little intermission today, Indy. A little bit of stanza starts. Got to get the people the commentary. Anyone who says they're from Chicago is not from Chicago. They're always from Elgin. I didn't know that existed. St. Charles, Glen Ellen. What is that? So you know. Shout out, Mom. Hope you're doing well. Shout out Pops, of course. I am a DB. Yeah. I'm like Ed Reed. He was 6'4", 275. It's hard being the feds, man. People get nervous when they're around you.
All I want to say.
Thank you all for joining us tonight.
I'm so happy to be able to represent the Dartmouth football team on my final homecoming tonight, homecoming 2022.
Host the Brown Bears here in the season finale for both of these squads.
Hey, for the seniors, leave everything out here, man.
What is the end goal of all this? Like, to get rich? To make a living doing this? Or is it?
No. No pressure. Shay, I told Boulder. You ready for this? He say you ready. Here we go. Let's get it. You locked in? Go, boy! Let's go! You know, you're an Ivy League graduate. You don't need me to walk you through your paper.
Coach Maurice Sims.
Last week we had 623 infractions. That means you're going to lose that game. That's missed assignment. That's turnover.
Or Coach Mo, as most call him. Arrived at CU after spending one season at Jackson State University. Prior to JSU, he spent 2 seasons as an associate director of strength and conditioning with the college football national champions, the University of Georgia. Coach Mo has had a successful career in his field, making stops at Army West Point, Indiana University, and North Carolina A&T, to name a few.
A number, and I love this, you got to earn it. He asked you for the numbers that you desire, and a lot of you guys was desiring numbers that ain't you. What I mean by that, a lineman is not wearing a single digit. That's not going to happen up under me. That's not going to happen. And if you ain't that guy, you're not wearing a single digit. Back in the day, when we came up, the single digits was that guy, right? It was him. It was who he was. How can you ask for number 1 and you ain't the one? You earn it. For example, if this guy wants this number, Stan, what number you want? 0. That's not going to happen. You're a bad example.
Shane Coates would later explain that the reason he requested 0 in the meeting, after Coach Prime had already stated 0 wouldn't be worn by any player, was because Shane had already put in a request for that number, and he didn't want to lie and make up a number.
First few months here, obviously a big change from Dartmouth in a lot of ways, but what are your thoughts being here in the first few months?
I think it's been great. I mean, just getting used to Boulder in general has been fun. A lot more sunshine here, a little more gloom in New Hampshire, a little colder, but I mean, it's been amazing. The mountains here, just the whole place, the whole city in general, and then obviously the football team has been different and been really exciting. Yes, sir.
Has the transition been how you anticipated in terms of the level of competition and level of play?
I would say so, but I don't think people give the Ivy League the respect that it deserves because the academic rigor and everything that comes with that. But I mean, there's a lot of great players in the Ivy League, a lot of great competition. But I mean, Power 5 is Power 5, so obviously there's going to be better players, and I came in here expecting that and putting the work for it. So I mean, it's been harder, but I've lived up to it. So I'm just excited to keep going.
What's the intensity? Why did you decide to come to Boulder? Why was that your next move?
So my biggest thing was going to senior season. I knew I was going to graduate early from Dartmouth, so just a plan between me and everybody there was play that year, expect to ball out, go to the league. Depending on what draft grade I got was whether I'd grad transfer somewhere else or start training right away. Got the draft grade, didn't like it, so went to the portal, went through all that mess, and then just found Colorado and just love the.
Tell us about your experience at Dartmouth. I mean, that's a very high academic institution,
yes, sir.
Right? Great reputation. What's it like playing at that level?
I mean, it's good, and I think people think the Ivy League isn't as good just because of the academics
right.
and whatnot. You need to get in there, but I mean, there's a lot of great players in the Ivy League, a lot of great players that come out of the Ivy League. So I mean, you still work there every single day, and then on top of the academics and the work there, I just remember coming in my freshman year, like expecting it to be hard, but still, I think that was my toughest year there. Just getting used to college football as a 17-year-old, and then on top of the academics and the curriculum that they expect you to do. So, I mean, it's a learning process for sure, but just over the years, you just understand what's expected of you.
You know, Cheryl, I think a lot of people don't understand about the Ivy League. It's a non-athletic scholarship league.
Yeah.
That adds a little bit of pressure to a student athlete as well, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, yeah. So, yeah, like you said, a non-athletic scholarship, but it's based off of parents, like what they make and stuff. So I was able to go there, didn't have to pay very much at all. And then you have work study on top of that. So, I mean, it's just that type of thing. Like, we don't have any stipend there or any of the NIL stuff or any of these facilities. So you have to work as hard or harder than anybody else.
Yeah, I would imagine when you walk into a place like this and you see this kind of facility and the champions city, you're like, holy cow, this is how the other half's been living, huh?
Yeah, because we didn't have any designated place to eat. We ate with all the regular students and stuff. So, I mean, it's been eye-opening for sure. I'll say that. It's been great to have this. But I mean, going to Dartmouth, I mean, it made me who I was. I mean, not having any of that, not having any of this there, I think made me a better person, a better player for it.
I know we're early in the process here. You've got 3 practices as you and I stand here today. Defensive system, are you getting a sense of what that's all about? What's going to be like to play in this system?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great being under Coach Kelly, Coach Williams, Coach Sal, just that whole coaching staff has been really great. Just understanding their system, understanding their mindset. And I think it was a bit of a challenge for me at first, just trying to get all the stuff from Dartmouth out, just trying to learn this new system, but still keeping those same like fundamentals I learned there. But I mean, it's been exciting. The players are running like the expectation out of us that they want. I mean, I've loved it.
Coach Sal comes with a phenomenal resume.
Yeah.
I think Nick Williams is one of the exciting young coaches in America. Playing for those two guys has got to be great.
It's been great since day one. I mean, obviously it's hard. They expect a lot of you, but that's the type of coach that you need, the type of coach that will help you get to the next level where I want to go. So I just appreciate them every day, taking what they tell me and get better for it.
Lastly, have you walked around Folsom at all? Walked around, kind of got the sense and the feel of what that might be like on a game day?
I walked about it a little bit and then more so on my official visit, but it's been crazy because back at Dartmouth Memorial Field, I think it holds 12,000. Here's what, 50? Yeah. So it's a bit of a difference, but I'm excited for it. I really am.
So that's your graduate. What are you studying right now?
Right now I'm getting my master's in organizational leadership.
All right.
So that's what I'm focused on right now. And then at Dartmouth, I got my bachelor's in government with a minor in philosophy and digital arts.
So what does that mean? When football is all over for Shane Koch, what are you going to do?
Man, I've been trying to figure it out since I got to college. I mean, back at Dartmouth, I had an internship, more so the finance area. Enjoyed that, but I don't know how much I really loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. So, I mean, maybe that, like I've always had a passion for business and like the entertainment section for like television, writing, and film. So somewhere in between all that mess, I think.
Last week, I know I lied. I already said last week. I was just thinking about what Prime is doing with you guys about earning the numbers. What does that mean from a player standpoint where you're given a jersey, got your name on the back, no number, and you're not going to get that till you earn it?
I mean, it's kind of thinking like, oh, like you never had that before. So I think it just has to show who's a competitor and who's not. Like, okay, I don't have a number, but I'm going to get one. So no, it just makes you become a better player and all. Like, okay, I'm no number now, but I'm going to get that number next day. I'm going to get that number the next day. I'm going to keep trying until I get that number. So it just makes you better for it.
I think you can tell this guy's got.
We can get better. Leave it all out here. Let's get better. We good, boss?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Y'all heard the man. Hey, boss on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boss.
Another day, another dollar. Yes, sir. Stretch. Be great today. Be the best today. This one of them days. Hey. Good googly moogly. Bro, we gotta pick it up. We got you. Fighting for your spot every day. When you say trying to come in 15, you think he just talking? You think he just chatting? You don't think he mean that? Take that personally. Take that shit to heart. So come back here tomorrow. Come back to this film. Come back here on Thursday. Fight for your Westman on 3. 1, 2, 3.
New era right now, man. It's a new era. They came out to see what's new. We gonna give them what the fuck they want, man. The championship team. With championship heart. With championship blood. You feel me? Hey, it's gonna be a great day. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Give it your all. Give it your all. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Let's do it. No, we coming.
Shane Koch returned to Dartmouth in June for his graduation ceremony. He completed his Ivy League degree in just 3.5 years.